Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Dominator, Bisu's back, ZeLoT's back. Had a subscriber ask for a ZeLoT replay, and here we go. Top side of Dominator, it is a Bisu. South side, it is ZeLoT. ZeLoT is an incredibly aggressive Zerg player. Maybe too aggressive for his own good, but he doesn't know how to play any other way. He does weird stuff, dude. Last time I cast a game between Bisu and ZeLoT, ZeLoT went to Hive solely to get +3 on his Lings. +3 attack. No Adrenal, no Ultralisk Cavern, no Defiler Mound, no other upgrades at +3, just that. It was a very, very weird, man. ZeLoT, his brain needs to be studied after he dies. So, it's a 3-player map. You have a coin flip to see where the other player is when you scout. Let's see who wins that. Oh, lost the coin flip. Here is Terra the Overlord. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying you chose wrong, Terry. Just the Overmind, right? ZeLoT chose the wrong thing. He sent you the wrong direction. It's not your fault. It's okay. But you will stay alive longer because he chose the wrong direction, right? Right. So, going to be gate opening, I feel like, from Bisu here. It's a 3-player map, right? Yeah, 3-player map. You can find the Zerg player and get ZeLoT pressure. It's going to be a hatch first on the 3-player map. Dominator, I'm going to say 3-player map one more time, and then I'm going to stop it. So, hatch first. Here. I think that was a 9 hatch. So, early 9 hatch here. Very interesting opening. Into, I want to say it's going to be a pool and a little bit of some aggressive Ling play here from ZeLoT, as usual. Does Bisu know that it's ZeLoT? I don't know. Does ZeLoT know that it's Bisu? I also do not know. So, let's see what we get. Probe, not finding anything. He knows that the Zerg is not here, so by process of elimination, wearing the Sherlock cap, Bisu knows that ZeLoT is down here. So the pool is on the way, sub 2 minutes. It's not a pool first, but it's the second best thing to a pool first here for ZeLoT. Gateway says ZeLoT on the way for ZeLoT. And again, it just confuses people when somebody has a name that is not the race that they play, right? ZeLoT here. You'd think he plays Protoss. Nope, he's a Zerg player. In StarCraft 2, there's a player named Raynor. You'd think he'd play Terran, but nope, he's a Zerg player. The player named Hydra, he's a Zerg player. Excellent stuff, right? And just weird. So, we've got ourselves a gateway scouted by the drone. Says, alright, so it's not a Nexus first. ZeLoTs are on the way. I already saw the ZeLoT. I already have my pool just about done here. Pool is done. We're saving up larva. There we go. 2 sets of Lings immediately as soon as that pool finishes. ZeLoT is going to get a couple of hits off here. Oh, there we go. 4 sets of Lings for the ZeLoT. Lings do pop fast, but when you're waiting for them, it feels like an eternity. So, I think ZeLoT's going to be able to defend this very, very well. And he's not going to lose anything, right? Not going to lose a drone. Losing Lings is just kind of a part of life. But losing drones is just an unacceptable thing here from somebody who went such a fast pool. And, yep, there we go. Probe down. ZeLoT going back home saying, okay, I saw the early hatch. I saw the early pool. Let's link up with our buddies, and maybe we can do something about it. But nope. I think we're going into defense mode at this point. Shield battery here. Okay. He sees the early hatch and says it's going to be a Ling flood, or if it's not going to be a Ling flood, I need to prepare for it anyway. Just in case it is, in fact, a lot of Lings at my base sub 4 minutes. And indeed, there are. Look at the Lings, dude. Look at the Lings popping out of eggs, streaming across the map here. Bisu, you in trouble, man. Here we go. Shield battery. Excellent stuff. Shield battery helping here. We've got Lings hacking away on these ZeLoTs. ZeLoTs using their side blades. Another ZeLoT pops out. Every ZeLoT is alive. We didn't lose a single ZeLoT to that attack. Shield battery. Oh, look at that sound. Listen to that sound. It's a sound you don't hear very often. But as always, if you're trying to defend early, shield battery helps. So third base coming up left side by ZeLoT. And yeah, look at this defense, man. Probes being pressed into service as well to help against these Lings. We've got a cannon coming up here too. Bisu is safe. No matter how many Lings ZeLoT can make, you're not going to get through here. You're not going to kill Bisu with this. Third base acquiesces, right? The third base means he knows he's not going to get through. Yeah, not even losing. Oh, hang on a second. Not a wall there. Ling's getting into the main base. Walling is so hard. This is why I don't play Protoss or Terran, man. Walling is so hard against the Lings. Even Bisu screws it up sometimes. Dude, still no Zealot's dead at this stage of the game. I don't think a Zealot's going to die from this attack at all. Incredible cost efficiency. 3 kills, 1 kill, 4 kills, 1 kill, 4 kills, 0 kills. New Zealot. 26 to 13 worker advantage here. Didn't lose a probe to these Lings. These Zealots hurting the Lings. We've got a Hydralisk Den on the way now, too. We do have Lings hiding down here. We've got Zerglings still inside the main base. These are not Jaedong Lings, but they are Lings nevertheless. Speaking of Jaedong, man, I cast a game with Artosis and Jaedong on the channel just a couple of days ago on Wednesday. Check that out if you missed it. If you're like, wait a second, what? How does Artosis do against Jaedong? If you're curious about that, be sure to check that out. It's a fun one. So, probe, scouting out, sees the Hydra Den. Good job. Great scout by that probe, man. Oh, it's so good. So, Stargate, yes, 1 Corsair is going to be made. We're not going to bother with the +1 attack for the Corsairs because it's a Hydra play, but 1 Corsair to scout, harass Overlords, force some Hydras to stay back home to deal with the Corsair that's hunting the Overlords, and maybe keeping an Overlord off the front door here too with said Corsair can be really good. So, Citadel of Idun coming in here too. Zealots, oh, hacking away on the 3rd base. Oh no, don't ya know. Okay, that's a drone dead. Remember when I said drone deaths are unacceptable? Yeah, can we get that? I think we can. The Lings are making it a little bit less likely, though. Zealots decide we don't have any upgrades yet. We don't have a +1. We don't have speed. We're not even getting speed yet because the Citadel isn't done. Hydra's on the way. There we go. Hydra's here, by the way. Hydra's Ling is 50% better than just Hydra or just Ling, man. Like, you'd think Zealots are really good against Hydra. Zealots are really good against Lings, but when they combine together, it's kind of incredible. They're better than the sum of their parts somehow. But not as good as you want them to be, actually. A couple more hits off on the 3rd. Zealot does get picked off. Good micro here from Zealot. Oh my gosh. Take a drink every time Falcon says Zealot in this game, and you'll probably die of alcohol poisoning in about 4 minutes. So, Corsairs, right? Just the 1. No upgrade. Everything's cool. We're preparing for the Hydralisks. We've got a couple Dragoons. We've got more cannons. More cannons are needed. Corsair checks to make sure there's not like a sneaky Spire coming up. No Lair on the way. No, great. Fine. Just Hydras. We can handle this. Zealot leg upgrade. Upgrade is coming in. +1 attack. On the way for the Zealots too. Not quite as soon as I think Bisu would enjoy it. But cannon coming in. Hydras. Poking. They don't have the range upgrade yet, but it's just about done. So, actually, wow, you can hit that gateway without the range upgrade, apparently. There it is. So it's done. Shield battery's probably going to die, too. Look at him stitching up, just inching up here, trying to get that shield battery without taking cannon shots. Actually, can you not do that? I'm kind of surprised by this. Slow Zealots rolling in. Oh, the range is really helping. Shield battery healing up again. The +1 attack for the Zealots is helping a lot here, but again, the speed is just so important against these Hydras. You have to be able to close the distance quickly if you're going to kill them, and that's why speed is done now, and the Zealots are ready to rock, and there they go. Bam, charging out as soon as that upgrade is done. Bisu is on top of it, folks, and the Hydras are trying to thin them out as much as they can. Reinforcing Hydras coming in. Any reinforcing Zealots? No. Any sign of Psystorm? I'm not sure, and oh! Wait, what? And Zealot taps out. Holy, okay, game 1 of the Sneaky Twofer is over, and bam, Zealot taps out here. I mean, yes, it's 42 probes. Okay, let's check the probe count for Zealot here. It was an all-in. It was a 3-base all-in here, right? Yeah, 19 drones. He's got 19 drones out here. Oh, he lost his 3rd at some point. Who killed the 3rd? It was this Dragoon, apparently. Hello, this Dragoon. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I mean, we knew it was around 50 HP anyway. Look at him hide this Dragoon up here. He says, okay, so you're going to send the Hydralisks up, and then when your Hydras are all worried about my front door and not paying attention to this 3rd, like, there's no drones at it anyway. You've got 19 drones. You don't need a 3rd hatch for drones. You need it for larva production, and hatch dies. Aw, that sucks. And then, yeah, just 40 to 19 workers. It's 2 to 1. This was a 3-base, all-in Hydra bust attempt. But guess what? Shield battery was key. Zealots getting upgrades were key. The Hydras not having any armor or attack upgrades hurt here, too. And he just didn't get to a lair. Never got a second gas, either. Just one gas, mass Hydra, some Lings, trying to get to a lair now, but he recognizes it's too late. I bet he realized his third base was dead at this point, too, and he said, oh, okay, that's it. So, game 1. Yeah, Bisu just dealing with ZeLoT shenanigans quite well, man. Shield battery, awesome. The cannons did a little bit of work there, too. But just getting the gates out, getting the one Corsair out, working on speed, working on +1, and that's how you deal with a Hydra bust. Simple stuff sometimes. ZeLoT does not make it happen, and he does sometimes, but against the best Protoss, he can flounder. So we got a second game against Bisu coming up here, but it is 26,000 points to 17,000 points in favor of Bisu. The outproduction here, 91 to 67, and 52 to 17 on the outkill by Bisu. That is an incredible, like a 5-to-2 kill-death ratio is crazy good. So good, especially against, well, a lot of Lings died, but a bunch of Hydras too. And the outspend by Bisu, intense. Right, in these shorter games, sometimes that kind of gets wonky, but the outspend with the extra probes, always making probes. Zerg has to decide to make probes, make drones or make attacking units. Protoss just always be making probes, always be making zealots, and you'll be fine. Maybe a couple Dragoons out there too for good measure to kill the third. So, game 1 over. Let's go to game number 2, see if Bisu can hang against the aggressive ZeLoT again. Game 2, Deja Vu. Bottom right side of this giant four-player map, it's going to be Bisu. Bottom left, it is ZeLoT. Now, 4-player map, not 3-player map, which means it's harder to find your opponent, both for scouting and for being aggressive. So, Terry the Overlord scouting out the right direction this time. Good job, Terry. I know it's not your decision, but I will reinforce, let's see, positive reinforcement. That's what I'm trying to say. Positively reinforce your decision to go that direction. Again, be safe. But yeah, nobody opens up Dragoons, so you'll be fine. You can get out of there before a Corsair shows up. I believe in you. So again, happy Saturday, everybody. Enjoy this sneaky twofer here. I do this every once in a while just to keep you on your toes, right? You see a post that Falcon puts up that's 20 minutes, and you're like, okay, macro game. But no, it could be 2 sneaky, really aggressive games, right? That could be the play here. So I want you to be watching my videos and say, oh, okay, so this could either be an aggressive 2-base all-in, or we can get a third base behind it and go into a 35-minute game, right? I like you to kind of be on your toes about that, and I do this every once in a while as a result. So, what's the play here? Probe comes down, goes for the gate. I mean, there's nothing else Bisu likes to do. Like, if he ever goes Forge, I will be shocked. Maybe you got somebody like Soulkey or Soma that he's really afraid of, he'll go for a Forge, but against every other Zerg player in existence, he goes gate. There we go. The overpool coming in now, so it's not a 9-hatch, but it's going to be an overpool today, so a faster pool than a 9-hatch. But not quite as fast as like a crazy 4-pool or something insane, which isn't really a build that the pros do, but you can do it. Had somebody do it in a Phantom mode game on the live stream last week on the channel. It was kind of nuts. Somebody sniffed out a Phantom early, went 4-pool immediately, and got Lings in there and really messed him up. The Phantom, even though they had more income, just more passive income, right, than the other player did, it didn't really matter. Just got hurt anyway. And 4-pools are pretty powerful in the early stages that way. Now, yeah, check out the live games, man. Live streams here on the channel. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably having one right now as you're watching this. Entirely probable and possible. Come say hello. I'll say hello back. You want to say hello to Falcon? Do it. So, second hatch has to go here because, well, the probe was kind of blocking this area. And the pool wasn't done yet, and now it is, but now there's Lings on the way, and now Bisu's like, alright, dude, I know what's up. And, oh, the Overlord finds it. Yeah, so this is so good for ZeLoT, because in a game like this, sometimes you get a situation where in a 4-player map, the Zerg doesn't know where their Protoss is, and so has to send like 2 Lings up to the top left, and 2 Lings up to the top right, and then 2 Lings at the bottom right, and then they find them, and then they go, oh, everybody go. But in this situation, everybody can just go. They don't have to do any of that shenaniganry. Probe sees you do have a second hatch. All right, that's good to know. I'll take an expansion then. I've got some time. And then maybe this probe will distract you a little bit too. La 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 la. Delaying. There's the Forge. There are the Zealots plugging the wall. So Bisu's like, cool. I scouted you first. You scouted me first. You went aggressive, which means I win build order-wise here. Lings hitting here. I thought maybe when some of the Lings got inside Bisu's base in game number 1, it would be a problem here for Bisu, but it really wasn't. No probes died. The scout happened, but I mean, there wasn't really anything to scout. Like, you knew what was going to come out of here from Bisu based on what you were doing. So, anyway, yeah, popping on in. No shield battery this time, so ZeLoT does die. I don't think a ZeLoT died in this early aggression in last game at all. Not a single one. Shield battery, kind of awesome that way. All right, getting, that's another Zealot on the right side. What's going to die? Okay, 2 more Zealots die. A probe gets down. Lings jump in. They cancel the photon cannon. Hang on a second. Oh, I was not ready for Zealot to do this. I thought Bisu was all stacked up and ready to go and walled up and everything was fine, but suddenly it's really dangerous. Yeah, that Zealot's very injured. This Zealot not happy either. Trying to get the gate would be massive. The one gate that exists at this stage of the game, having it go down would be crazy. Lings jumping in, trying to get that cannon. No, the Zealots zone in there to say absolutely not. The gate's going to die. Cannons are deemed more important to save. The gate goes down. Holy smokes. Lings jumping in on top of it. One Zealot gets picked off. Another Zealot is getting surrounded here. The cannon's finishing. No, cannon dies before it gets a single hit. Another cannon gets canceled as well. And GG. Bisu taps out and Zealot. Oh, Zealot pulls off the win against Bisu with the overpool build. Okay. Wow. So what was the difference there? Maybe no shield battery. The cannons are a little bit late. I think maybe the expansion was a little bit too early too. I think Bisu saw the second base of Zealot and said, I've got time. I've got time to throw up a second Nexus. And he didn't. I don't think he did. I think he needed to get those cannons up earlier, right? If a cannon is here when those Zealots are fighting initially, I think the Zealots win. I think the Lings have to fall back. But instead, the cannons were late. Cannon got canceled, jumped on. The second cannon died before it got a shot off, and the third one got canceled too. So yeah, I think Bisu was just not quite ready for this level of aggression here. And again, a lair on the way as the follow-up. I guess he figured if I kill the Nexus, but I can't kill the main, going for Mutalisks might be kind of great here. Maybe a lurker follow-up or something with that lair. I don't know what he's planning on getting a lair for with 9 drones, but okay. Okay, Zealot, whatever you're up to, man. But look at this. 2 kills on a Zergling at this stage of the game is crazy. 1 kill. Okay, so yeah. Because at this stage, you're killing probes, or you're killing cannons, or you're killing Zealots, dude. Actually, cannons don't count as kills. So Zealots are probes. And you cost 25 minerals. If you're killing anything here, you're killing something that your costs twice as much as you, or 4 times as much as you do. That is some impressive kill count. Zealots were going down. The surrounds were good. The micro is great from Zealot. He gets the win. And yeah, these kind of games are a big part of StarCraft, dude. You ever watch ASL? It's like not every game is a 35-minute banger. I promise you that. A lot of them are these. I think Soma ended up defeating Bisu in ASL 20 with one of these games, where it was on Litmus, and he did a Ling Flood like this, and Bisu didn't quite read it, didn't quite see it was coming, wasn't quite ready for it, and bam, died to it. And this, he saw it coming, but I think he underestimated just exactly how many Lings were coming across the map. It was a lot. There were no drones made for the second base at all. It was a 9-drone Zerg player, which means so many Lings, which means such a crippled economy. And Bisu, I think this was it. This was the key. Let me know in the comments. Am I wrong? Was this Nexus the problem, or wasn't it? I feel like it was. All right, man. GG. Tap that like button. Couple of fun ones here for you today. A little 4-minute game, a little 8-minute game. I've had these sitting in my folder for a while, and I was like, we should probably cast them. I know it's kind of short, but man, Zealot is so fun. He gives us stuff other players don't give us. 318 to 392 APM. Look at that, 400 APM in a 4-minute game from Bisu. Impressive stuff, outproducing the Protoss player, obviously, with the Lings. A 15 to 5, 3 to 1 kill death ratio is generally enough, but not when there's that many Lings being made. Buildings raised 3 to 0, obviously, and the outspend by Bisu is there, but maybe he needed less of a spend and more of a production, so... GG! Well done, both players. They split it. Zealot gets a win. Bisu gets a win. Both players looking good in their own right, and that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered and a Saturday cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.